So last week, some no-name YouTuber put out a video where he just started making up things as he went along, and he was trying to talk about the future of Valve. Now, he was really harsh and critical against Valve, and he even deemed some of Valve's projects flops. Obviously, this guy doesn't know that Valve started in 1996 and then immediately started producing some of the best video games ever made. And then they went on to create the hands down best digital distribution application for video games. They packed so many amazing features into a distribution platform, features that gamers didn't even know they wanted. Cloud saves, family sharing, amazing discounts. And then Valve went on to pioneer hardware products and were instrumental in the creation of VR. Obviously, this guy doesn't know these things and doesn't appreciate everything they've done for us gamers. And then he has the audacity to go on and try and tell Valve what they need to do, what their future has to be. This is a multi-billion-dollar company that makes tons of money from selling video games. Just because they're getting a little competition from Epic, they're focusing on a lot of passion projects, and the last game they produced wasn't successful, does not mean the business is in jeopardy at all. And everything I said is 100% true. If you haven't guessed it, that idiot I'm talking about is me, because apparently that's the way I came off in my previous video. And it wasn't until the very end of the video where I began to express my enthusiasm and my complete faith in Valve. By then, most of the die-hard Steam fans were sick of me and most likely already tuned out. This is me setting the record straight and hopefully doing a better job of expressing my opinion. Valve is in no immediate trouble. Yes, Epic is putting a lot of pressure on them and is snatching up a lot of exclusives. But even if this does translate into significant damage, it's not something that's going to be immediate. And when I say Steam needs to do something, it's more like, 1, I really hope Steam will do XYZ, and 2, I know Valve's smart. I know they're going to do something. We can make some educated guesses. Valve is always trying to push boundaries, even if it comes at their own expense. The Index is not created to make the company a lot of money. It's created to be a shining example of what VR should be. Now we just have to wonder what methodology are they going to apply to their upcoming titles. Now my expectations are they're going to make one fully fledged VR game that is VR first. They won't care if it is the largest commercial success, as long as it is an amazing representation of what VR can do. Then, being trendsetters that they are, I really think they will try to do a blended game, a combination of flat and VR co-op. And the main purpose behind this is it's the only way to get a really high player count or make a lot of sales. Now at some point in time, Valve does need to be concerned with money. Not every single thing could be a passion project. So to some extent, they will want a commercial success. Even if it's just to show the industry, hey look, you can make really profitable VR games. Here's how you introduce pancake players into a VR world. And for those of you doubting me on the commercial success, just some quick numbers. Less than 1% of Steam's 90 million gamers have VR. For simplicity, let's say that's 1 million people. It's less, but let's just say 1 million. And let's say these new VR headsets that just came out get everyone super hyped and the number of people with VR doubles. Now you can't count Oculus Quest. This is a separate platform that is a mobile platform. It doesn't have Steam VR games. But if that number magically doubled to 2 million VR gamers, and all 2 million bought all 3 of Valve's titles, you're still only selling 6 million copies. A traditional successful game sells millions of copies. Spider-Man sold 9 million copies, Red Dead Redemption sold easily over 10 million copies. Even Mortal Kombat 11 sold 11 million copies. So just based on some quick math, guys, you could see why I believe they would consider introducing a flat and VR game. And this is one of the concepts I was trying to express in conjunction with the fact that Valve can't just do passion projects. If Elon Musk was to do nothing but shoot rockets into space, he will eventually go broke. Sometimes they gotta release new products and make things more affordable. So in conclusion, contrary to how I might have sounded, I actually love Valve. I think Valve is going to surprise us and do something amazing. I guess I apologize for coming off super critical against Valve. But ultimately, it comes down to me failing to properly express my opinion and expressing my wants, expectations, and hopes as needs for a multi-billion-dollar company. Okay guys, as always, if you like this content, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, maybe subscribe. Comments are always appreciated. If this gets posted to Reddit and you want to start warring with me, like last time I took a serious beating, that was fun, just know that Reddit eventually cuts me off from making too many comments. So if you want to get into it, just hit me up on YouTube. Okay guys, I will see you on next time.